Shalom, giving all honor, all praise, and all glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, Rachak Wadash. Double understood the elder apostles and bishops of the great millstone that rule well. And as always, peace, blessings, and salutations until the elect tabernacle of David scattered abroad across the four winds of the earth. Now, this right here was very disturbing to listen to. It was so vile, because this is from Coach Greg Adams and the elder Apostle Gabar. He happened to just re-upload it, and he's being facetious in the title, as you can see. Does this sound familiar? And he was going into these sick, perverted, vile fetishes that Edomites, like to fulfill with their women. And it's definitely right up the alley of, that said individual, that got caught up, not too long ago, who just couldn't, humble himself, and he ended up getting exposed and cast down before all the congregation. But, this behavior is very disgusting and vile. These type of fetishes that these men in Babylon truly have, which goes to show you that it's definitely a perverse spirit that's in the midst. You can read that in Isaiah, was it the 19th chapter, around the 14th verse. The Lord had mingled a perverse spirit in the midst of Egypt. And we also know that the scriptures say concerning the nature of Esau, Paul described him as being a fornicator and a profane individual. And when you look up that word fornicator in the Greek, I believe the word there is either porneia or pornos, which is where you get the word porn from. All right, which Esau, he definitely controls the adult film industry. And it delves into all types of sexual perverseness and fetishes. Fetish porn is probably like the most sought out a form of pornography. All right. And they make a lot of money off of it. So that's why they control that industry. But it just goes to show you this society and it's fashion, the things that go on, the indulgence, that's Babylon all the way. All right. That are given to pleasures and careless. So, yeah, and this is why, the ultimate solution to it all is the nuclear missiles. The nuclear missile is the ultimate cleanser. All right. Let me see if I can grab something. First, let me get this in Nahum. Yeah, this is Nahum 3 and verse 5, and it says, "Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts." And this is dealing with Nineveh, which you can even, if you understand the history of Nineveh, and you can see the parallels between that empire and Babylon. Especially the last ruler over Assyria at the time. Nineveh, he was into indulgence. He was into cross-dressing and all that, right? America is pretty much indulged in the same fashion. And this is what you'll notice about this kingdom. And this is why other nations, they look at this place with disgust. Very vile, man. And the Lord said that he would he would basically expose, lift up the skirts of this devil in his empire. It says, "And I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and will shew the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame." This is the type of acts that's allowed to go on here. All right. The government, it upholds laws that protect this kind of behavior. All right. So it's definitely not conservative at all in the least bit. Right. Very, very liberal. All right, very debauched, right? It says, and I will cast abominable filth upon thee and make thee vile and will set thee as a gazing stock. And that's what you see what's happening with Babylon now. All right, that the whole entire time of the Obama administration, then you had the Biden administration and all the laws that they passed, and it was just the freakism was just completely bizarre, right? And all the world got to see, the vileness, the wickedness. And this is what goes on here. And you got regular everyday men, they might look normal, when you come across them, but you would never know that they were into this type of thing. All right, but it's definitely real. And Coach Greg Adams was exposing how some of these women, they hold these men hostage by basically threatening to reveal their secrets. Basically, if you get out of line, if you say something about whatever it is I got going on, I'm gonna expose what you got going on. Showing you that these women, man. Women always been the downfall of a lot of men. But men, they have their own self to blame because, like the scriptures even say, that lust comes from within. Let me try to grab that too. So if you got these fetishes, that all comes from within. All right, let me get that in James. This is James 1:13. It says, let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of the Most High. So, even if it's just with you and your woman, so you thinking, well, anything I do with my woman is between us. And as long as it's not with nobody else's woman, I'm in the clear. So even if you go beyond, sexual boundaries, all right, you still think that you're in the clear. But you can't blame nobody else but yourself if this fetish that you went to is vile and you can't really make any excuses for, right? It says, for the Most High cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempteth he any man, but every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. You can't say that your woman made you do it. You can't say the Most High made you do it, right? It says, then when lust have conceived, it bringeth forth sin, and sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death. All right, so you only have yourself to blame for, having those type of fetishes, those vile, inordinate affections, if you will. All right, it's very disgusting, man. So this was right on point, and I see exactly why the elder apostle re-uploaded this, because we just had a big scandal in Israel for the very same said behavior, which is completely unacceptable, especially if you call yourself a servant of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, especially if you call yourself a priest, a bishop, an elder, a deacon, whatever. All right, you nullify yourself of being qualified to be in any of those positions in Israel. If this is what you want, this is what the time and the energy that you want. Okay. Anyway, so going back to what I just read in Nahum, how the Lord said that he will cast abominable filth upon thee. And hey, this is Babylon the Great. All right. The mother of harlots, abominations of the earth. A lot of the idolatrous energy, it's what fuels and influences this degenerative behavior. All right. In order to commemorate idols in the ancient world, you have to do certain vile acts, like Baal Peor. You have to commit, basically two men getting together and so on and so forth. You know, it's the god of licentiousness. You know, or if you celebrate New Year, so-called New Year's, or you celebrating the Mardi Gras and all that stuff, you're really celebrating Bacchus by getting drunk out your mind and, you know, freaking off. So all these things are all that energy is all basically condensed right here in Babylon, in this melting pot. All right, and that's why the most vile, abominable acts are here, and it's protected. So the Lord said that He would make this place vile and make this place a gazing stock. So people are going to look at this place with disgust. You know, any type of if you hold to any type of morality, you're going to look down on this place with total disgust when you recognize what goes on here. You know? So that's why ultimately this all this vile wickedness that you see here is the Lord's going to sweep it. Because that's what you do with filth. You get rid of it. You clean it out. So what's one of the ways that the Lord's going to do that? Let's go to Isaiah 14, and I believe it's around the 23rd verse. Let me see. Yep. This is Isaiah 14 and 23. It says, I will also make it a possession for the bittern and pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, saith the Lord of hosts. So what you do with trash and with filth, you know, you sweep it out. So those nuclear missiles, the ICBMs, is gonna take care of this. It's gonna clean all this out. All right. And you know, the apostles done lessons on this before. You look up the what it says, Besom. It says it's gonna sweep it with the besom, right? And the Hebrew word there is mata'ata. I believe that's how you pronounce it in the Hebrew, mata'ata. And it says, apparently a denominative from H29:16, a broom as removing dirt. All right, compare English to dust, i.e. remove dust. All right, and this place is filthy, man. So the Lord got the ultimate cleaning solution for it. He gonna sweep it with the besom of destruction, which is gonna come from that waster. All right, that's gonna destroy this place. All right, and all the acts, all the works that was done in it, it's gonna get burnt up. 2 Peter 3 and verse 10. And it says, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and elements shall melt with fervent heat, and the earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. Seeing that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought you to be in all holy conversation and godliness? And you know, you look around in this society and you don't see that. The society does not encourage holy behavior, all right, and righteousness. It's the complete opposite. So that's how you know that this place is going to be the main target for the Lord's judgment. This is how you know Babylon is going to be that lake that burneth with fire and brimstone. Because it just ain't right. The Lord had to make the same example out of Sodom, Gomorrah, and the neighboring cities, because it was a safe haven for that kind of lifestyle that they were living. Okay, so yeah, the Lord gonna make that example again, because this was some nasty work, and Coach Greg Adams, he got real graphic with it, you know. So yeah, this place got to go. And our people, they didn't fester too long here. They didn't let the ways of this society marinate, you know, and our people, you know, they're completely ruined. You know, the scriptures say in Jeremiah 2 that, you know, the Lord planted them to be a noble, basically a noble plant, but they became a degenerate vine, a degenerate plant of a strange vine to the Lord. So you see though that behavior in our men. You know, so you got so-called black men that have no problem with giving a woman up. You know, being in an open relationship to appease her, polyandry, where multiple men are sharing one woman, and she get to have all of these men as husbands. That's vile and wicked. That's disorder in marriage. That's shameful uncleanness. All right. But you got these type of lifestyles right here in Babylon, and it's cool. Wife swapping, you know, swingers parties, swingers clubs, you know, men into that, you know, getting pegged by their woman. And that's what he was talking about in this clip. So, yeah, may the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai bring destruction very soon. All right, because that shit is vexing as hell. You see why the scriptures say how Lot, you know, he was vexed every day with this behavior, man. And the Lord ended up saving him up out of there. And we don't want to be amongst this kind of shit any longer. But, you know, we got to endure and wait with patience. So, you know, there's just me kind of responding to this little clip right here. All right. And this kind of shit is definitely around this in this society, man. A lot of these men that you wouldn't think get down like that, yeah, they out there. It's an Edomite thing, but a lot of Jake be into this kind of shit too. So yeah, we need a new heaven and a new earth. A new management, a new rulership, because the world got Esau's vibration all over it. And that's why it has to pass away. So anyway, I'm gonna give all honor, all praise, and all glory to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and to the next one. Shalom.